All right, greetings everyone. Um, Again, I'm Willie Earl Russell, Corporeal Soul. Um, when I speak, I'm speaking the attested truth. I'm on the authority of my Supreme Most High Spirit, my Creator of all, including existence, order, and I was told to speak on this. And some people will ask, "Well, why are you so late?" I'm not late. Everything has a timing on when you speak on certain things. All right, but I'm coming to you because um, uh, Carmela Harris. I'm not with the voting and all that. It's something she said that made sense that I knew that I had to speak on. She said that we, speaking to the people she was speaking to at her conference, saying we're a nation of immigrants. Not me, but the people in her, what she was talking about. Now, speaking on that solidifies my attested truth and why my people, which is the inherent owners, the authentic owners, the um, the United States Republic, which is my people, and they wondering uh, how come they not getting anyway, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm getting tongue tied with a lot of things that I'm about to say because entities don't want me to speak, but they can't stop me from speaking. I'm going to speak. And I wrote some notes. I got my notes, my little handy notes. I got them written right here. So anyway, let's start with this. For decades and more than decades, for centuries, my people been trying to figure out how can we evolve and progress without the violence and the hatred and things of that nature. So we were never taught the system. And when the system came here, we didn't speak the language. So how can you contract us with something we do not speak? And then you gave us a trustee for our true inheritance to help us navigate through the system. And they betrayed us. So the fiduciary duties that they had, they were never held accountable for it. So instead, they created what you would call a corporation soul that's ran by a corporate soul. And I get to all that later. And our people don't really get it. When they got all these different states, 51, I think it is. Sometimes it'd be 52. It just depends on, I guess, what they feeling or whatever the case may be. But let me go ahead and get to this part. Corpus, Corpus, the collection of spoken and written language material. That's what a corpus is, right? Immigrant is a person who comes to live permanently in a foreign country. Now, okay, United States of America is a foreign country. That's in Washington, D.C., the District of Columbus. In Washington, the District of Columbus, uh, Columbia. Columbus. I don't know just right now offhand because my brain is going all over the place, but you know what I'm talking about. So, and I want people to pick it apart what I'm saying, because once they pick it apart, you're going to see the truth in them trying to pick it apart from me saying what I'm saying to try to make me look like I'm illiterate or stupid or whatever. But I'm far from that. I just don't like speaking. I'm not the intellectual guy that likes to talk a lot. I don't. I like to keep it simple and to the point. What's mine is mine. What's yours is yours. Period. What's right is right. What's wrong is wrong. That's how I am. I'm cut and dry with that. No sugarcoating. Now, let's get to this other part. Person, meaning a human being regarded as an individual. Now, human being is a man, woman, or child of the Homo sapiens distinguished from other animals. So you're an animal, okay, by superior mental development, power of articulate speech, and upright stance. You're an animal. That's who you are when you label yourself as this. All right. Now it says country. Country means a nation with its own government, occupying. Don't have permission. You're just there. All right. A particular territory, a district and small settlement outside large towns, cities, or the capital. Like I said, anything outside of Washington, D.C., it has nothing to do with United States of America, period. It's the United States Republic. It's my people's land, our resources. This is what you've been doing. You not only that you're trespassing, you're invaders, and then you suppress my people to take what's ours, and you're still doing that to this very day. Because one, they're not educated to know that this is our land and that we're supposed to be governing ourselves and using our resources to conduct business, to live a fundamental freedom of life and happiness, giving life to life and value to value that was equals the authentic, natural unity and love for all natural essence. All right, so now I'm gonna keep going. I want to dig deeper into that. It says nation, right? What is a nation? A large body of people united by common descent, history, his story, his culture, or language, inhabiting a particular country or territory. So they brought all their things here and forced it on us to learn. If we didn't learn, oh well, get out of here then. It's like bully tactics. All right. Now, let's get into the real part of this whole situation. A corporation soul. Do you know what that is? Did you even have a clue? Did you learn that in school? Who taught you that? Did your parents teach you this in the home? Did you grow up knowing this? No, you didn't. And if you did grow up knowing this, how come you didn't teach someone else of your brother or your sister who did not have this knowledge? You're supposed to share it. Knowledge is not supposed to be, shh, don't tell nobody. When you don't tell nobody, this is what you create. All this confusion, all this violence, starvation, mayhem, racism, etc. And this is definitely not an attack on no race, nobody. This is to educate my people and educate the ones who don't know about this or don't have a clue. Now, corporation soul is a large entity with a single office held by one person, right? All right, where the office holder identity change when they leave. This structure allows for the legal continuity of this position with subsequent office holders having the same powers and possessions as their predecessors. Meaning that whatever they was doing, now that they're left office, I can come in and do the same thing. If I leave, somebody else can come in and do the same thing. It's just an ongoing corporation long as you participate with this. But most people participating don't even know that they're participating. They have no clue because that information was stripped from the people that was unalive, that knew the information, that was trying to teach us. But a lot of our people, a lot of my people was going against each other and playing favoritism and going back and forth and was being manipulated at the same time. It's like a whole big circus. All right, now, the corporation soul are often used by religious corporations or commonwealth governments. Again, corporation souls are often used by religious corporations or commonwealth governments. Examples. Give you an example of it, what they had. Examples of corporation souls includes the crown, bishops, deans, vicars, and the Lord Mayor of London. Because when people say landlord, my Lord, 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 they say all these different things. They just titles. And you assuming they mean the Most High Supreme Being, Most High Supreme Creator. That's what you think you're talking about, but you're not. This is what it means when you operate like this. And that's how come you realize, you be like, well, how can you do this? How can you do that? Because you don't know who you are. You don't know how you're supposed to operate within this system. That's why they call it the matrix. It gives you illusion of what you think is real, but it's actually not. All right, now let's keep going. Continuity. This is what it means. The unbroken and consistent existence or operation of something over a period of time. Repeat that. Continuity means the unbroken and consistent existence or operation of something over a period of time. That's continuity. That's the meaning of it. All right. Now, soul, S-O-L-E, not S-O-U-L, which is us. No, the S-O-L-E, which is a corporation. All right. And this is what soul means. The undersurface of a person's foot. So we've been under the foot of one person for many of years, for what we call, what was it? It wasn't a decade, it's centuries, right? Centuries, because that's over 100 years. Decades is 10 years. So centuries. So we've been under the under the surface of a person's foot. So when they say, oh, they got their foot on your neck or their foot on your back, somebody always got their feet on you. That's a real terminology. All right. Now, corporate soul refers to the fact that there is only one person involved with the corporation, both as the shareholder and the officer. The corporate soul refers to the fact that there is only one person involved, only one person with the corporation, both as the shareholder to make money, to make sure they can benefit because they the inside trader, all right? And the officer, the one who can stamp the documents to make everything official. One person get to choose and do all that. Not electoral, not those who elect that person to help us, not the people, not we the people, one person. All right. Now, this is another thing. The main purpose of the main purpose of a corporation soul is to ensure the continuity. I can't even say the word. Continuity. That's what I'm saying. To ensure the continuity of an office. Now, the main purpose of a corporation soul is to ensure the continuity of an office. When the individual holding the office dies, there is the right of succession, so the corporation is not affected. All right? The new office holder has the same power and possession as their predecessors. Now, electoral college. I'm bringing this up because everyone is trying to vote. My people think they're voters, right? And voters has no rights whatsoever. You can look it up. You have no rights. I'm listening to you, but I don't really have to. Why? Because you have no rights. You're an animal. What are you doing? You know what I'm saying? You don't have no rights. You know, anyway, let me get to this. Electoral College in the United States of America, which is the 5-mile radius, and they moved it to 10-mile radius, Washington, D.C., which is the Washington District of Columbia, or Columbus. It's Columbus, the District of Columbus. See, I told you, so much stuff going on in my brain. Is anyway. Electoral College in the United States of America. The Electoral College is a group of presidential electors that is formed every 4 years during the presidential election for the sole purpose of voting, all right, for the president and vice president. The process is described in Article 2 of the U.S. Constitution. So you can go look it up. Now, Electoral College is, the Electoral College has 270 total bodies, individuals, peoples, persons, entities. Just 270. Those who tell you who's going to be president or not. Your votings, they can say, okay, you voted for this person, so many people voted for this person, but at the end of the day, what's best for the corporation? So your vote, does it count? No. And I can attest the truth to that. It doesn't count. Because why? If the vote counted, then there would be true law roaming through the land. There would be no homeless people. There would be no starvation. There would be no violence. There would be no racism. There would be no LGBT people. There would be no Black Lives Matters. There would be no Crips, no Bloods. There would be no racism. There would be none of this stuff that's going on right now. Because why? The true law would be in effect, the real law. And that's the basis of the real law, is to give life to life and value to value that will equals unity and love for all authentic natural existence. It will. All right, so now this is the last thing I'm gonna get on right here. Well, it ain't the last thing, but the presidency. All right, it's the office of president. The period of a president office. Understand? Now, it also means Christian church. The role of the priest or minister who conduct, and I don't know why, then it's Eucharist, 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 Eucharist. I did not look that up, and that's my fault because I was interrupted with my thoughts. But you can look it up and see what it means. And it also says that it's a council of 3. A council, not electors, not voters, just a council of 3 officers forming the highest administrative body in Latter-day Saints, Mormon churches. Christian church. The role of the priest or minister who conducts a Eucharist, a council of 3 officers forming the highest administrative body in Latter-day Saints, Mormon churches. Now, then they have the Christian Crusade, where they was forcing everybody to accept Christianity and things of that nature. All right, it was forced, and those who didn't comply, we already knew what happened to them. All right, it was very bad. All right, now I'm calling on the unity for all collectives, because think about this. I want to ask the immigrants And I hate to use that word, but that's how you label yourself. I want to ask the immigrants this. How would you feel if my people, my ancestors, came to your home and just took it over and put you in poverty and just started pillaging and taking your resources and using it for them and just kept our foot on your neck? Like, how would you feel about that? That's just a question. I can't answer it for you. I just want to know, because this is what you guys have done to us. Why? Why would you need to do that? It's because where you were, your own people had their foot on your neck. So you come to, because they did it to you, you want to come do it to us? That's not how it works. Let me explain. Let me give you this, and this is not a prophecy. This is something that everyone knows and sees and feels. The Supreme Most High Spirit, our creator of all, including existence, has had enough. And you trying to say the return of Jesus, the return of whatever the case may be, or no one's coming or something, I'm going to tell you like this here. You're about to be amazed on what's about to happen. And don't be shocked, because everyone had to right to do what they were supposed to do to stop the BS, stop the manipulation, stop harming the next. Love the brother, love the sister, love the neighbor. And if you don't love them, give respect where respect is due. The law is in place for you to give life to life and value to value. That's real law. And for it to equal unity and love for all natural existence. So you don't have to love your neighbor. You don't have to love your father or your mother, but you have to give the value and value to it. You have to give life and life to it. And if you decide to give destruction in everything that you do, it's a build up. It's like how you build up a death ray. It's just building up till they're ready to blow. That's what's going to happen to all of y'all that's doing wrong and harm to the Most High Spirit, the Supreme Most High Spirit, our creator of all, including existence, and Supreme Most High Spirit being Mother Planet's children. Now, this is for my people. Those who's doing all this wrong to each other, not supporting each other, all right? The okay with being okay with being what? Like a hoe. Okay with being a pimp. Okay with being a drug dealer, a murderer, manipulation. We all went through something that's wrong. But it comes to a point in time where you learn, okay, that was wrong to do. Let's do the right thing. So I'm doing the right thing. I grew my chin long. Why? Because I just felt like that. Got facial hair. I don't care about anyone who wants to talk about me or say anything that's really foul. I can care how you judge me. I can care less. I know why I'm here. And it's not for you. It's for my Supreme Most High Spirit being to give you the truth that needs to happen. That's all I'm here for. I can't save you. Only you can save yourself. On that note, I got to get it. Like I want you to know, it's unity and love. Give life to life and value to value. That's it. Let's stop the bullshit.